Good morning, everyone. Cheers. Oh, happy Tuesday. How's all that microplastic doing? Yeah, plastic's everywhere. It's in your brain, it's in your body, it's in your body fat, it's in your clothing, it's in your food, the car you drive, runners you wear. Lewis, swimming upstream, Lewis. Good to see you, Lewis. It's the Marshmallow Man. Cheers. Talking about plastic today. Well, that's the topic anyway. How's your microplastic in your brain? Puff, puff, pass the smoked salmon. You bet. Here you go, Lewis. Here you go, buddy. It's all yours. Drop by sometime, anytime. You seem like a cool cat. Yep, it's Tuesday, and all I can think about is plastic. Everything's in plastic. My tablecloth is plastic. There's plastic on my chair. My water bottle's plastic. Oh my. What can you do about it? Try to minimize it. That's about it. Mother Earth Garden Club. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Cheers. Cool channel. Hey, thanks for all those thumbs up and all those shares and all that love you ever showed me. Thank you kindly. Plastic. Everything's in plastic. You go out, they give you a plastic fork, plastic spoon, plastic bowl. Then you get a pop, it's in a plastic, or water in a plastic bottle. You drove there in a plastic car. I'm pretty sure there's some microplastic in your lung. I mean, the probability is definitely. How do you minimize it? Well, there's a million different ways to minimize plastic. When you go to the butcher, tell them you want it wrapped in brown paper. That's it. Yeah. Plastic's been found in seals in the north to the south. It's everywhere. But plastic comes from oil product from the ground, from plants that have turned to oil from millions of years ago. So -5. Whoa, come on, really? You got to terrorize people? Thanks for sharing, Mother Earth Garden Club. Well, what are you going to do about it? That when people get wrapped up in something and plastic joke, what you going to do about it? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? People just say, oh, that's in plastic. Well, yeah, you're going to be wrapped in plastic in the end. It's in a coffin. You come out and you're on a plastic sheet. Yeah. And you don't avoid plastic. It's almost impossible. At least I think so. I'm minimizing it. There's nothing wrong with that. My friend has this water in a glazed clay pot from the spring. He absolutely won't touch anything from a pipe. I was just like, really? This was a few years ago. And he travels a great distance with his water wherever he goes. He does not trust any water. Making pumpkin pie today from butternut squash I grew last summer. Fantastic. Going over that hunger gap, are you? Yeah, me too. I've been looking at my pumpkins. I found one that was bad, hey. Yeah, and it looked really good on the top, but right underneath it was all mush. And I just went, oh. And I dragged it out and I threw it out in the front there for birds and mice and whatever wants it, microbes. but I did find one, yeah, I was surprised because I hearted most of them off. You know, I was a little surprised at that, but yeah, 40 squash from plants. Butternut stores well too. It's hardened off on the ground. The tendril dries a bit, but they store real nice. You know, tastes good. Yeah. Seeds are worth keeping on those. Some people call them Frankenzooks and all that. I'm not going to complain. I got something to eat that I like, and I'm okay with it. It's not wrapped in plastic. I have wooden spoons. I've been using wooden spoons for a long time, but I upped my ante and bought some new ones, wooden spoons to try to avoid, and that was in a plastic mesh bag. So yeah, yeah. So using wooden bowl, wooden spoon, you know, trying not to eat your yogurt out of a plastic container. There's a lot of plastic. There's a ton. Making your own yogurt would be much better than something sitting in plastic for a month before you eat it. I love your squash. 40 squash. That's almost a year's worth of food. Well, it's definitely enough food over just for the hunger gap. Well done, Mother Earth. That's what it's all about, is the long run. How prepared are you? It's Tuesday, but I wasn't going to talk about tactical things like growing 40 squash. But you know what? I'm glad you did bring it up. I've seen plastic stickers on squash here. Been gifting to friends. Nice. Nice. There's a lot you can do with butternut squash. It's a favorite of people here. They really love it. They like it like mashed potatoes. They really, really like their squash here. And they grow a lot of squash here. We have squash fields and fields of all different kinds. Hey, Shawnee Grows feels like negative 24. Good morning. Good morning to you as well. Might need to make soups this week. Smart squash soups, my favorite. Yeah. Good morning, everyone. Pest Hunter Outdoors. Welcome, welcome, welcome. He goes to my friend Colin's channel. He's a real good guy, him and his wife, and he does a lot of outdoor type things with bows and bow hunting and that kind of thing, and talking about camping gear, and really old school guy like myself. Yeah, but plastic, yeah, there's a lot of plastic in this world. It's even in the air. Can I talk about my husband's blood work here? Well, of course. There's plastic in his blood. I'm sure of it. You're pretty fun, Shawnee. I'm near the Twin Cities. Oh, cool. Can I talk about my husband's blood work? So what happened? There's a lot of plastic growing containers. I know, right? That's why I'm looking at clay, and it's not cheap. It's a fortune. I thought, wow, why did I give up my pottering class in high school? Doesn't take me long to have a you know a quick think about something. You look at Dave Knight. Oh, there's Dave Knight. Look at his setup in his greenhouse and try to emulate Dave Knight there. That guy has it going on. I mean, I'm gonna have to keep an eye on the guy. That's I never do that. I never watch people. Dave Knight, is he here? There he is. There's for Dave Knight. Whoa, Dave Knight. It's got the coolest greenhouse, pumping station, solar power. Pretty fancy, but he does produce a lot of food. So I definitely would go check out Mr. Knight. I gave him a share out. I mean, I give share outs for friends, but Dave is more than a friend. He has the coolest greenhouse and soil. He makes his own soil. I mean, that's just top of the line with me. Yeah, wool, hemp, burlap. Good morning, Howie, and everyone in chat. Yes, wool, hemp, burlap. Did it? There is a lot of plastic growing. Yes, wool, hemp, burlap. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, yeah. I make a lot of my own soil, so I'll see someone that didn't dump out a container and the containers in there, and I always pick it out, because I don't allow anything to go in my compost. If someone's spraying cleaners at their house, they're not allowed to use my compost at all. There's 3 people that I allow to use my compost, my Pathway Soil Bank building, because they can be trusted and you don't have to govern accordingly. And I hate micromanaging anything. Ooh, I said the word hate. Ooh, that's a 4-letter word. Ooh, I don't like. Set up for my old age. You certainly are, Dave Knight. Yes, Dave is here. Husband's wow, testosterone's low. Hey, ooh, have a look at those testes. Testosterone. Vitamin D is low. Oh, yeah, well, with food, lots of them. Uric acid was high. Yeah, that's a real pain in the ass. So what you need for myself to keep mine low is constant cleansing with lemon water helps a great deal. Lower your intake of pork. Don't eat any pork, and skip the shellfish. Well, yeah, we all have rich man's disease. I mean, look at the stuff we don't go hungry and shed the fat during the winter months. We're inside and we're not in our caves anymore and teepees, man. Little mud huts anywhere. Now we're in these fancy geodesic domed house full of plastic. Did I mention there's no plastic in the cave? Hey, Arizona Bear Crow. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's go see. Well. Good to see Arizona Bear Grow 420, and it is. Well done. Welcome, welcome here. Yep. And I'm all hooked up, so we'll give you a wrench and you can look around if you'd like. You've been here before. Yep. And there you go. But on a more serious note, um, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, plastic. How do you avoid the plastic? So a couple weeks ago, I ended up buying some wooden spoons that came in plastic. I was just like, okay. So, you know, I make sure that I am. Yes, I've been subscribed a long time, and the bells wouldn't rung. Adrian, welcome. Yeah, and Dave is here. Yes, Dave is here. So, and his metabolic risk. Oh, yeah. Well, drink that lemon water. Get out the door as soon as you wake up and get moving. Get them flowing. You want your greater. You want to pee a lot. Drink clean water, not with plastic in it. Albumin high. Oh boy, keep an eye and ask your doctor lots of questions there, Shawnee Gross. You got some learning to do to, mm. Yeah, well, there's no more. If he wants to up his testosterone, you know, become celibate for a couple of weeks or a month. Go easy on that department, and don't have any stress. You don't want any stress, right? You want to think beautiful and smile. And for myself, I bring down my numbers that are high by cutting out. I won't eat pork. I won't eat pork. It's full of uric acid. I can't do it. And I miss my bacon. Once in a while, I'll have some locally smoked bacon from the smokehouse there. Once in a while, not very often. I will look at foods too. Oh, Sue Me, good morning. I like bamboo spoons. Me too, Mother Earth. Good morning, Sue Me. We're just popping in for a quick minute to wish everyone a blessed day. You as well. I will look up foods to lower uric acid. Apple day. And up test the new med. Yeah. Yeah. That's a lot, hey? Just drink some water and go on a fast, breakfast. You're breaking your fast. Break it a little later so you're eliminating through your waste, right? By noon, your metabolism would be going. You've got no sugar, no carb. You're just going, right? That's what happens to me. But I was low on my sugar this morning. I'm like, yes, yes, yes. I've been avoiding carbs. I've been eating konjac noodles, but it bothers me they come in a plastic package. Well, I don't know if it bothers me. It's just something else I got on the list of. I can't make my own konjac noodles or yam noodles. Those are super low carbohydrates, hey? Super low, but super high in fiber and other minerals. Pest Hunters, I'm going to give you a thumbs up and thank you kindly, Pest Hunters. See you. Good morning, Tigsy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Seed Treasures, interesting. Seed Treasures. Popping in to say hello and drop a like. Thank you kindly, Tigsy. You all have a great day. See you, Tigsy. Thank you for being here. You poor deprived girl, laugh out loud. He needs to lower his stress. Hey, Dave, keep it up. He needs to lower his stress. He just had a whoa. That's heavy. Yeah. Definitely have to eliminate a lot of waste. Drinking matcha tea. Ooh, that's a zinger. There's a lot of phytochemicals in there. Yeah, that's a zinger. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Lemon water, apples, no pork. Got it. Oh, absolutely no pork. No. And skip the duck too. These are animals that sit in their own, I mean, ducks are beautiful, but no duck and no pork. And I'd skip the shellfish like clams, oysters, Forget that lob. I know, right? No crab. Any crustaceans or bivalves got high, problems. You better be. It comes down to that. It's really strange how you eliminate. You eliminate waste from your body. It's very strange. And my GFR is really good. My doctor told me, and that's your greater functioning renal. So my doctor told me that this is what you do. Because like when I go see my doctor, I've got a list, okay? And unless it's a walk-in clinic doctor, right? And I don't keep a track of them people because there's always different people there. You're not going to know who you're going to get, right? But you keep a list of all the things that you want to do. And then when you see your doctor, like here's your team effort, right? They want to see team effort, proactive. If you're going to help your hubby there, the biggest thing that he can do is forget those carbohydrates. Forget them. They don't exist. Eliminate them. You want that mitochondria not all plugged up with a bunch of garbage like microplastics. But that's just one. But carbohydrates don't burn efficiently. It's like having a diesel engine. It's just no. So that's a big one. Well, you know what? There's alternatives. I better read everybody else because everybody else is in here too. Rock says, try. Thank you. Same to you. Okay. Oops. Cold fingers. Laugh out loud. Rock solid passion. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Don't store your leftovers in plastic. Absolutely not. Glass only. I like list. Yeah, I see that. You're very smart, Earthling. I have to be super careful with carbs too. Type 2 diabetes, just don't have them. So the biggest thing is pasta. I'll start there. Comes in plastic. Okay, yuck. So soon as you get something in plastic, take it out of it and put it in glass immediately. Yeah, deplastic that plastic and let the microplastics get off of it. It's not constantly absorbing it, especially nuts that have a lot of oil in it. You don't want them, the nuts sitting, especially if they're already shelled. Where are we here? There was something. Yeah, no carbs going to be hard for him. Yeah, well, there's replacement. I get sidetracked. Sorry. The replacement is the konjac noodle for the pasta if he's craving pasta. It's konjac noodle or yam noodle, right? That's the extreme low carb, and you get them at the sushi stores or something like that, right? And you can buy them. They're already in water, and they're good for 6 months. They store really well in the refrigerator. So when he gets a craving for pasta, you can have these konjac noodles or yam noodles. The pasta that you're used to is extremely high carb. So for myself being a diabetic, I have to take insulin every day. And, I take a lot of insulin, right? And I have to watch everything. I cannot have any carbs. And when I want bread, because, that's the junk food, right? I have rye made, a dark rye, and I make a little skinny little slice. And also, you can get Waza light rye thins, extremely low in carb, extremely low. Hi, Arlene. Roxel is Arlene. Yes. So then there's like mashed potatoes, right? Because that's the other one that jacks your carbs, right? So what it is cauliflower, and the inside here's the head of the cauliflower. You don't want this piece in here inside of it too much. You want to try to cut a little bit of that out because it's kind of really fibery. So you want a nice potato substitute, right? So the cauliflower steamed and then mashed with some with some sea salt and a little olive oil or whatever you want. You can put your cream in there. It's such high fiber, super high fiber. And when you have super high fiber, that's great because you're absorbing all kinds of toxins and it's passing out your waste. Hey, jeez, I can't believe. And there goes the plastic. Okay, hey, Corky's here. Saying hello to everyone. Corky's a cool person. Yeah, she has a live stream. You might want to check her out. Very cool human being. Can you spell those noodles? Konjac? Of course. One moment, please. I have to go get it. Well, konjac. Conjac. Konjac noodles. I better go make sure because you're asking specific questions. Sorry about that, but I had to go to the main fridge and get the noodles. So I keep them in the fridge. So this one here is konjac. It's Konjac. This is the best there is. This is made in Japan. For years it wasn't. It was made in China and then sold to Japan. But for some reason, there's been a shift. So I can't read it because I don't have my glasses. But well, maybe it's not so low in carbs as I thought. Looks like there's 3 grams of carbs in this noodles. I couldn't have it if it was higher, but they're packed in water and they're konjac root. It's a root that grows in the ground and then it's made into this noodle. And it's extremely good if you want like to have a high fiber. High fiber means you're taking out the bad guys, right? High fiber. I'm not talking about the digestion and stuff like that, but I'm talking about how it absorbs plastic. They're a root packed in water. Wow. Yeah. Hi, Josh. Cold but snowing here. Go to Josh's channel. I've got 2 more to show you, and it is Josh. Excellent. There's a lot of Joshes on YouTube, but this is Josh. Oops. There you go. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Bing, bada, boom. There you go. So this is the one that I buy from the sushi store. Konjac noodles, 200 grams. Product of Japan. It says right there. There you go. This is a very clean country. So the second one I buy, and this is konjac as well. Unfortunately, I don't have the yam one here, and I can't really read the ingredient list because I don't have. It's 100% konjac in water, distilled water. And this is from Japan too. And this is just another, like a dirtier version, kind of, that's really healthy for you. I don't know if it's dirtier, but it's a different noodle. I think it has some yam in it or something like that. And then there's shirataki noodle. The high fiber, no cholesterol. This thing replaces prawn or shrimp, and it's just a konjac noodle. I can't really read it. Yeah, it's a konjac noodle, but you can't really. I guess I could open it and show you. They even look like little prawns and shrimp. Hope I haven't missed anybody. Hey, Danny, Lorraine, welcome, welcome, welcome. There we go. Man, there's that plastic wrapper. But here they are here. They look like little shrimps, hey? That's shirataki noodle. Hey, Bill. Sorry, Wide. Bye, how I have a funeral. Oh, no. Sorry to hear that, Corky. Much love, mad respect. Here they are. These are, hi, Bill. These are konjac noodles called shirataki noodles. Just showing off the noodles there, Bill. Yeah, there it is there. So let's get back to hey, Danny, Lorraine, hello. Oh, Gertrude's family. Are you all getting your chainmail scrubbers from anywhere in particular? Funny guy. Let's see how funny Gertrude's family. You've been here before, And I don't know why I'm not subscribed. I am subscribed now. Got quail. No, don't got quail, but there you go. There you go. And now I'm back to the chat. Let's take her from the top. Oopsie daisy. Good morning, Grant McIntosh. Talking about plastic. There's plastic that's wrapped up your shotgun shells. Productions, well, hello, welcome in. I don't think I've missed anybody or anything. I think my carb intake is going out the window. Just made some bread, making 2 tons for lunch. Well, some people that can handle it until you can't anymore, then, the carbs, the bread. I substitute with the light, dry, crispy cracker by the light rye, pardon me. And that's wrapped in paper too. The light rye Waza cracker in light rye. Yeah. And yeah, and treats once in a while too, like it's okay to have a treat once in a while. But I cut out bread, potato and pasta and rice and white flour for carbs. Gone. Yeah. I've replaced it with other foods. Yeah. It was tough. It wasn't easy. I really had to make a change. I really, it's easy to grab a loaf of bread. But for years now, I've made a change. So I decided, and getting healthier is cumulative. It takes a long time. It's a little winter treat. I think my carb, yeah, bread is a winter treat. If you're working hard, it's okay to have bread and potato. You're out there really working hard. You need to be fed, right? We were always told carb up. Well, if you're carbing up and just sitting there, that's not so good. The engine doesn't run right. Because one time, you carved up, you were out hunting, fishing, or foraging. You're not doing that anymore. Well, you do, but very few in here do. KP Heathen, welcome, welcome, welcome. Greetings from Louisiana. You walk down grocery aisle and everything's in plastic. Yes, scary, ain't it? So I get my cracker, my light rye cracker, and in paper. Hey, it's called Waza. Yeah, it's really clean, really clean. We're also trying to move away from a lot of carbs, so this is helpful info. Oh, good. Well, not that there's anything wrong with carbs, but what's right about them is what you got to use them for. If it's just a blatant use for carbs, then the population gets kind of a carb brain. Well, plaque builds up anywhere, right? It's when your sugar gets real high and you plaque up. That's what the professionals tell me. So I'm just saying that's what they told me. So the higher your sugar, over time, you plaque up, you stroke, whatever. It's not good. So what's a plaque crusher? That's and malic acid and proteolytic enzymes are plaque crushers. They crush some substance, right? So you can move it, right? Move it or lose it. Plaque crusher, yeah. It's very little talked about what are plaque crushers. The more fiber you have, like burdock root, and that when it goes through your system, it picks up a lot of metals, toxins, and all kinds of crap. And then that's why high fiber. These here are super high fiber. And when you buy these are cheap. This one here cost $1.79. And this one cost $1.79. And This one was $1.99. The other one, so that's a replacement for one person, right? Like if you're getting that, where you absolutely have, what happens when you eat? Okay, your dopamine goes, oh. Well, if you're constantly eating, you're running out of dopamine and you're going really, really slow. And or if you're watching too many TikTok videos and you it's just dopamine, dopamine, dopamine. See you, pest hunter. Dave Knight. See you, pest hunter. Take care. Good seeing you. Go over and check out Pest Hunter. Dave Knight, your tractor is back. Hooray! In one piece. Dave Knight likes his tractor. Does a lot with it. KP Heathen is talking to Shawnee. Plaque Crusher, yes. John Deere had a recall. Oh no, I shall make Play-Doh today. Oh, nice. Love coming to Howie's Lives. Always you're fun too. I like going to your channel. I don't get over there near enough because there's a lot of people on YouTube. But when you do go to a channel, obviously you're excited about going there because you know of the person. So burdock root, I wonder if that's in any of my teas. Well, it could very well be, and it grows pretty wild in Minnesota. And the thing is, the burdock root itself is super long. It could be like 2-3 feet long. Takes 2 years. Like the first year you grow it. And then in Japan, it's a big thing to grow their burdock root in sand. So you got this long, slender burdock root, and it makes nice burdock root salad. And when you're done chewing burdock root salad, I'll tell you right now, you got the cleanest teeth anywhere. Fiber up. Yep. Burdock will grow anywhere up to, I think, like anywhere there's dry plains and just anywhere there's dry and no water, because they got that long tap root that goes straight down. Boom! It finds water for itself. It doesn't grow lateral like other plants. It just goes one root straight down. Bing bada boomba. Where's the water? And the best ones I ever found actually were in the river bottoms where the sand was. Here's all this beautiful burdock, and I just went, "Oh baby, you're all mine." And I was careful. I left all the little plants that will be burdock next year because it takes 2 years. Plaque crusher. It's so important to have plaque crusher. Yeah. Go and ask your urologist, your doctor, about your urine, because you were about your hubby there. You go see your doctor. Always go see your doctor. They know what's going on. And make sure you write down anything that you need to know, to do, or ask when you see your doctor. They really like that. It's challenging, hey? That you get there and all of a sudden you forget. You could become flighty or whatever. I'm not saying you are or anything. That's for me it is, because I start dreaming about all the diagrams on the wall and they're babbling away to me. So sorry. Carolina kind family, welcome, welcome, welcome. I go to the gym 3 or 4 times a week. Well, good for you. That's healthy. And let's go over and see Carolina kind family homestead. You've been here before. Yes, you have. And we'll give you that funny looking blue wrench. And there you go. Love coming to you up. I have eliminated rice. Yes. Now, wild rice in a little bit is not so bad. Yeah, it's not so bad. Pasta, I've eliminated all pasta. I'm not eating it unless I do have the pasta, which is rare, and that comes from Italy. And that's grown in Italy. They make their pasta out of, like, it's non-GMO. There's no chemicals on it. So France and Italy, their pasta is pretty darn good. But I don't eat it very often. I only have that like once every month, maybe. So, but I've got a good stock of it, though, I'll tell you. Need to get going. See you, pest hunter. Burdock root. I wonder if that's in any of my teas. most definitely should be in your teas. But it's the consumption of the root is what really is going to help eliminate waste. I have limited rice, pasta, bread. Yo, yeah, skip the bread. If you're type 2, don't touch bread. Don't dream about bread. And look at all the bread that's in a plastic bag. Mine comes wrapped in brown paper. Or if I have my light rye cracker, I was very happy to find Waza. Yeah. Yeah. Burdock root, I want, okay, need to go by. Dave Knight, I go to and here we are, And Mother Earth says wild rice is actually a grass that grows in lakes here in Minnesota. It is misnamed. Yeah, yeah. I found wild rice. It's just tall grass that grows. It grows in the swamps and lake bottoms and stuff like that here. I call it my dirty bread. You can go along and like a lot of sedges grow here. So yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah, it's the plant world can branch off into many sections. And when you're studying plants, you could find yourself one day looking at plants that are able to trap, consume, and kill, which is very rare for anything that's plant or the flora of this world. Is very difficult. And there's several ways that a plant traps, kills, and consumes. But I mean, look at a Venus flytrap. That's just for in here. Like it closes, digests. It's pretty serious, the plant world, right? So you're right. The wild rice is different. It's not the same as the rice that we think about, but it's still tasty. I try it once in a while. It's not cheap. It's super expensive, and you're going to try to get ripped off. They'll go, "Oh, wild rice added on it," or something like that. Just skip that. Yeah, skip that. And the big thing about if you're going to eat rice, if you leave it till the next day, and it's the same with mashed potatoes too, you leave it till the next day, it doesn't affect you as badly. Yeah, like for a high glycemic, it's actually lower because of making prebiotic for your probiotic, something like that. You can look it up. You probably already know there. Well, I need another coffee and some smoked salmon for me. What am I doing today? It's Tuesday. Oh, yeah. Fish. Oh, my. The thing about helping someone, if they want to help, if they're capable of doing the advice you give. Resistant starch happens when starchy carbs are cooked and cooled, less sugar spikes. Yep. Slowing down the burn. Hello, Howie and everyone. Hey, thanks for that input there, Mother Earth Garden Club. I knew of this, but trying to remember and talk about it is two different things. But, there's a type of plastic that's put on apples. It really pisses me off. I can't have an apple from the store. It's sprayed with wax and plastic. And I'm like, what? Yeah, the Amapodian from Venezuela. Let's go see if it's the Amaponium. And it is. Very cool channel. I don't know why I'm not subscribed because I've been to your channel before. And there you go, Amaponium from Venezuela. Add as moderator, you get a standard wrench, and there you go. Silly Lily, welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, Howie just dropped in to say hi. Well, hello, can't stay. I'm having a bad morning. A friend is in hospice. Well, I'm so sorry to hear that, Silly Lily. I'm very sorry to hear that. I hope you have a peaceful day. And my thoughts are with you. My thoughts are with anybody that's going through anything. Just think, what would Howie do? Well, happy thoughts. You take care, Silly Lily. I enjoyed your hubby's live stream. That was pretty cool. There was a lot about mycelium in there and different pathogens, and man, it was awesome. I'm definitely going back to your channel. I have it on my instant notification list, and yeah, I'll be there. Hey, I'm learning lots. So very cool channel, Silly Lily. You take care. You take it easy. I loved your herring preparation. It's pretty simple stuff. Yep. Mother Earth Garden Club. Wild rice grows in Canada too. It's actually a type of grain, very tasty and very healthy. Absolutely. Absolutely. And everybody's saying sorry to Silly Lily, and their thoughts are with you. Hospice is not I've been to a couple. It's not for me. I love your herring preparation. Thank you kindly. I pickled some. Hey, you want to see my pickled herring? I'm very proud of it. I'll go get it. It's really nice. I do a lot with it. Hang on. Here's one of the jars. Right here, see the salt? And then there's the onion and peppercorns. And this is all vinegar. And good morning, Pilgrim. Yeah, this is in glass, no plastic here. But I made a few jars of the pickled herring because I use it in a lot of stuff, man, like stocks, soup base. And then when I'm doing a stir fry, like seafood stir fry, this comes in handy. And this is good for a long, long time. Look at the salt in there, okay? It should be pretty safe to turn that upside down and stuff. There you go. See the salt and peppercorn? So there's like 4 cups of rock sea salt in here, and the rest is vinegar. Maybe 5 cups even. There's a lot of salt in here. I salted my roe too. But this is one of my favorite foods. I can just eat them raw like that. Well, they're not really raw anymore. They cooked in the vinegar. I got to put it back. I don't take it out of at all. Microplastic. Yeah. Yeah, they are, Dwayne. All you can do is be aware. What can you do about it if you can remember it? I love pickled herring. I hope you get a jar one day like this. I love it because it's like, it's food that doesn't really require refrigeration. I removed. Well, you watched the video. I removed all the scales and made it nice and clean, and then it went in here with no water, and with the high, like you want a high percentage. What are those seeds inside the fish jar? That's peppercorn. Right here, that's peppercorn. That's peppercorn. The pepper. Yeah, peppercorn is what's inside there. Hey, CR, welcome, welcome, welcome. How did the natives prepare herring? Well, they would put branches, fir branches, into the water in early March, and then it would go on to the fir branches, and then they would stack it. And also, they harvested the seaweed, the bull kelp, and bladderwrack too. And yeah, I've had that often especially when I was younger. I used to dip it in ooligan oil. Oh, it was good. That's the Haida of Haida Gwaii. They're good people. That looks amazing. Thank you. I'm driving and listening. Pilgrim. Okay. Mike. Yep. I love pickle herring. What are those? See. Okay. How did the natives in the Pacific Northwest prepare herring? Just got to that. Oh, it was just eaten like that. Just right on. You can cook it. You can put it in a fish boil. So good morning, CR. Get all caught up here. Emma Pepper. Thank you. You're welcome, Emma Ponian. Good morning. Half Tuber 81. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good to see you. I love that channel. You know, do you eat smelt? Oh, of course. You know, I'm going to be smoking some of my herring. I do a lot with it. Like, it's very difficult to fry them and keep them together. I mean, you have to know what you're doing. And there's a way just to rip out the entire bone structure out of the herring too. I'll get to one of them when I thaw some. All mine are preserved now. The thing about herring is it can get rancid right away if not properly cured. So like if you watch my live video, there was chunks of ice still all through the herring. You never want herring to warm up and then try to process it. It's dangerous. Drinks coffee, listens, probably get hungry again. Hey, eat your green onions. I've been watching a lot of videos on container growing, and I'm going to do a bunch of turmeric, ginger, onions. Not so much my garlic. I have that planted on the forest floor, but I want to do more container gardening. Unfortunately, it's going to be in plastic. There's not too much I can do about it. When you see people growing inside tires, it's very difficult for myself. I don't tell them, oh, that's a bad idea, even though it's a bad idea, because it's their proud moment that they grew something, and I don't want to wreck it for them, man. So I just don't say anything. One time I did say something. There was this whole hillside with just tires right below the food garden, and there was an eco village. They didn't respond well to my criticism. So I learned from that day forth. That was many years ago. That was like 20 years ago. I don't say anything that I probably should, but why? I don't need to. I'm not here to make people change. They have to change themselves. There's no change without change. Wild's collection. Well, let's see who is Wild's collection. This is my friend Wild, I think. Oh, yes, it is. I'm pretty sure it is. I don't know. You got chunks of gold here, it looks like. You got a Canadian penny. And I'm subscribed already, Wild's collection. Okay, before I give you a wrench, are you wild edibles? Got to answer the question. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. If you're not, I'll take back my wrench. I hope we keep supporting each other even more now. And now, oh, you watch my ads too with my movie. Well, I watch what entertains me. And when you go to Half Tuber 81, it's always something cool. And every time you go there, it's something different. And it's like a premiere, and it shows like from how you make a coconut drinkable to all colored chickens and in between. So it is Wild Edibles. Did I give you a wrench? Yes, because you're loved. I feel the same as you about growing in tires. Yeah, do not grow in tires. Oops. I'm not trying to control people here. I'm neutral. Tires are for, what are they good for? They spread a lot of plastic. They stop all the good vibrations from getting you. As you're in 4 rubber tires, you're insulated from Mother Earth. It's not so good. Maybe it's all that microplastic that, I'm tired. Just kidding. What? You're tired? You're tired? Are you growing in a tire, CR? I hope not. Laugh out loud. Yes, that's my other channel. I figured as much. I think I'm subscribed, so I've been there. I'm going to be watching videos from that channel. Really? Hey, I have secret channel too. My backup channel. Half tubers, mile in the waist, got rich. I was thinking about tires, but I don't like that rubber off-gassing. Anything to do with tires is no bloody good. Now, I must retract. A tire made from the tire rubber tree is okay. They don't make them anymore. That's what was used right up to like the 50s or something like that, maybe even earlier. During the war, they had to have it. Rubber production, right? Because you didn't want to use up your oil production. And that's what Henry Ford used in his Ford tires, was from the rubber tree. That can't hurt you. Not that I know of. Watch for watch, I think, is hurting my watch hours on this channel, so I will try it from that one, but share on both. You know what? I never got into that. I just go visit channels and I watch it, and if I like it, great. And I'm not really, I don't do that. I like going to a channel, and if they're trying really hard to get ahead in this world and they're doing something entertaining, I'll stop by. And that's why I'll stop by. But I have a lot of things to do, and one of them is not to sit on here and lose all my dopamine. Oops. Hello. Yeah, it's not good to have watch for watch, sub for sub. That's just, there's nothing you can do about it. It's 1.3 billion people on YouTube now. Now, if they want to come over and watch all they want, they can go ahead. And I'm not going to their channel unless I find something interesting to watch. As simple as that. CR. Gets a fist bump. Wild Edibles gets one too. Watch, comment, wait for reply, and then follow. Exactly, CR. That's it right there. Yeah, I'll check it out. I'll always check out. Anybody that comes in here, I've gone to their channel and checked it out. And about 3% I don't sign up for. Maybe sometimes 5% I don't sign up for, because until I leave a comment, see the response, and then actually get into watching some more videos. And then if it doesn't make sense to me, I unsubscribe and then I move on. I don't keep a channel I don't watch once in a while. I just don't. And that's just like clogging up your mitochondria with a bunch of carbs. You just don't do it. I love watching people who watch me, but those hours I don't think count, which sucks. In a community thing, friends, yes, common interest people. Yep. Amapodium and Amapodian. No worries about dopamine. I have caffeine. So true. Yeah, yeah. But on a serious note, what was I talking about? Plastic. Yeah. I haven't figured out how to get my favorite noodles that is extremely low carb, my konjac noodles. I can get konjac flour and make my own, but these are konjac noodles, super high fiber, made in Japan. Yeah, yeah, konjac. I like them. Yeah. Plastic companies need to switch packaging. That's exactly what I did. So sometimes I'll get corn. It's corn syrup used to make the plastic. Like the lids that are on my water bottle, those are all biodegradable. So people see them in my compost, hey, in my pathway soil bank. They're like, oh, these Chinese people came and they're like, oh, you put plastic in your soil. I'm like, no, I don't try to put plastic in my soil, and those are biodegradable. So then the one that understood the most Chinese explained in Chinese to them, and they're like, "Oh yes, okay, yes, but not all plastic is biodegradable. Like my meat from the butcher comes in a biodegradable bag, and they do degrade. It takes 2 or 3 years, but it does happen, and it's made from corn syrup, and there's a few other processes. I'm just touching that. I'm not, there's nothing absolute here. So yeah, yeah, plastic companies need to be switched back. Yeah, well, you need to switch, right? Like a BPA free bottles, and it's a whole world once you start looking under the microscope and wondering what that is underneath there. Well, got to go. Have a great day. See you, Carolina Kid Kind Family Homestead. Carolina Kind Family Homestead. Needs higher temps, I think. Yeah, how to get plastic out of us. Isn't that interesting, hey? Well, there's a lot of ways to do it. Okay. High fiber, right? And then, crushers. What crushes that to make it smaller so you can get rid of it, right? Sweating. Oops. That's number one for taking out toxins. Did you know that? A good sweat. That's number one. Yeah. Well, a lot of people can't do cardio exercise where they are sweating. But if you need a cardio video to watch CR, Creative Redundancy. He put out a cardio video. I was so impressed. Yeah. Yes, veggie oil can make plastic too. Yeah. Hell yeah. Don't do any vegetable oil unless it's in glass, like extra virgin, cold pressed, first run, fresh olive oil, beef tallow, and lard. Yeah. And cleansing your body with food too. Absolutely. We are just talking about that burdock root, burdock tea. I sweat a lot. Yep. They are starting to switch over to PVC and plumbing here. That sounds like another source of plastic. It is, but it's not really a soft plastic. It doesn't have a lot of plastic coming off of it. And I was a little worried about that too when I had a new hot water tank put in here, and the guy was taking out the copper line. But then there's this people that are academic are going, yeah, high copper makes you a Looney Tune, right? Okay, well, I lower my copper. I don't know. You got to do some research. And my favorite place to go to is Publication Medica. That's where I go. PubMed. Anything you want to find out about stuff and studies and white papers and what's what. Well, and then there's Wikipedia too, right? And which are fairly reliable unless you're getting some kind of nonsense or something, and that can happen. I do tree pose right now. I do tree pose, tree pose, tree pose. You're funny. Saunas are recommended to raise your temperature. Yep. Sauna's good for me. Not so much the steam part, but the dry is for sure. Not so much the steam part. I got a tear in my lung. It was not pleasant. Saunas are recommended. Yep. CR says how. Okay, funny guy. Veggie oil plastic is the biodegradable stuff. Yeah. Well, be careful whatever people are telling you. Mostly, if it's on the package in bright, bold type, then it's a bullshit. Yeah, because that's marketing. And there's so much to learn, hey. Some compostables need higher temps. Yep. Yeah, it's a fake plastic. I think that means hello, how in some places, lava love. Maybe I spelled it wrong. No, how. It's the first three letters of my name. Oops, what the hell? Well, that's a pile of paperwork. Shawnee, coffee's all over so far for breakfast. Been a crazy morning. Someone hit my wife's car while parked and ran. Took out radiator, cops on it. Wow. What's happening out there, hey? Copper and lead solder versus plastic. I don't know. My mom's house has plastic and the hot water is bent from the heat now because there wasn't enough ties put up. Wow. Oops. What the heck? Yeah. And cheers from Oops. Cheers. It shows it does. I'm going to move there we go. It shows it does get hotter enough to bend. I don't know. Yeah. I'm going swimming and to use the sauna at the public pool after lunch. Well, Dave Knight, isn't that something? I'm surprised you don't have a jacuzzi in your backyard. You've got the knowledge. Sorry, oops, lots of trouble there. Yeah. Nice, Dave. Yeah, it is cool. You live it up there, Dave. Thanks, Mother Earth. Shawnee Gross says, I feel a certain way about recycled plastic. We use all these machines and fuel to recycle it. Well, once you're in a circle, you're going around, 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 and all of a sudden it stops down at 6 o'clock. Okay, what's at 12? Well, you're outside of the box now, right? Recycled plastic is it's still, it's not the greatest thing to have, even though you think, oh, wow, recycled. Not you, but a lot of people have that ideology or mentality or programming. I'm not that impressed with recycled plastic. I'm definitely not impressed with it at all. I don't like recycled plastic. I don't even like plastic. But when you see people getting government grants and bureaucrats giving out consultants money to the lobbyists to a company, and it's like, oh, we recycle plastic. Well, they had a recycled plastic here, hey? And you could bring in all your plastic and they'd make 2x4s, hey? And they'd make park benches, picnic tables, surveying pegs, good for 1,000,000 years, never rots. There are uses to this stuff. I mean, I don't mind sitting on it at a park bench. I mean, it saves the tree. And it did come from plants that have done an amazing biology that's broken them down over millions of years that we use for fuel. So, it's not all bad. But if it's going to affect my neurological, I think that's bad because I'm kind of like got some problems. Yep. I see my neurologist and she's keeping an eye on me, apparently. I was a plumber for 40 years. Lead didn't affect me much. Life's not over yet, Dave. I believe it's more fuel, a word for cycle. Yeah, there you go. CR's on it. I believe it's more fuel to make it from recycled material, but we have to do something about it. Yeah. Dave Knight's all over there. He's got a solar panel. Look him up. Solar is the way to go. Maybe, get a bicycle. Can't go wrong with a bicycle. Better yet, just walk there. We use biodegradable packaging in all foods. Well, just because it says that doesn't mean it is that. I found that out the hard way. But at least you're on it, you're aware of it, and being aware is what counts. So yeah, we should use biodegradable in packaging in all foods. Absolutely. That's a big step. It's a very big step. Plastic lasts a long time in the ocean. My daughter gave me stainless drinking straws because she knows I hate plastic ones. Reuse, repair, and repurpose over recycle. Exactly. That's at the end of the line. So you're very aware, CR. More plastic is downcycled. Yup. I'm not a fan of recycling plastic. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of using plastic. Say no to plastic. Oops. Hey, brother. Good morning. Pilgrim's back. You must be off from your driving. You were driving earlier, I think. That's what I read. But still listening and driving. Oh, not ignoring anybody. Oh, yeah, sure. No, just kidding. I'm going to go get some more coffee. I think I'm waking up. More salmon, more coffee. Oh, and I'm smoking some herring soon. I love my smoked herring. Fresh, too. But it's hard because it's part of the system right now. Yeah, if you live in their nice little drawer in a little box and you're tucked away, but if you're not in that, it does make a difference for you, right? There a lot of people just don't have the time to think about things. Like they have the mortgage, they got to get the kids to the soccer game, to the school, got to make lunch, blah blah blah. You don't have time really to sit and think, and you know So it's good that you put in those comments there, CR. Very good. But it's hard because, headed out, finish up chores. But I love this discussion. Hope you all have a wonderful day. You as well. And I'm getting more coffee. And it's only been an hour. Woo! You gotta go outside? Nope. Whoa. Yep, tires are used by most of us. Absolutely right. I didn't buy new tires. I recycled old tires from the junkyard. I went and just got them. I didn't buy new ones. I didn't add to the problem. Even though you're not supposed to do that, I didn't really care. I've been doing it for years. I checked that tire over really well. But if everybody did that, I mean, there'd be no tires at the recycling depot. But the problem with tires is as it goes down the road, it's on top of an oil road, for real. And then the rubber tire is little bits are coming off as it goes down the road. And there's billions of cars on the planet doing this. That's contributing a lot of microplastic. I forget all the names to it. You can look it up. I'm just your regular earthling. I'm not as smart as AI, but I am smarter than AI. Yeah. Like tires, yeah, still on the road. Yep. Imagination. Oh yeah, that's the best engineering you can ever do, right? Imagineering. Yeah. Is that a word? I think I made it up before. Imagineering. You imagine it, then you engineer it. So it's imagineering. Yeah. Put that in your Webster dictionary. Pilgrims laughing. From Venezuela, we, me, and my daughter are listening to you just to practice our English understanding. Hope you don't bother. Oh, gosh, no. You're very welcome. You're my fellow Earthling. I love all fellow Earthlings. Yeah. Tires filled with dirt for a heat sink is a passive solar greenhouse and a good use. Is a good use. Well, that's up for debate. Tires would make a great house, but I found a better way. Yeah. But what can you do about things? That's what it comes down to with keeping plastic out of your diet, right? What can you do about it? That and anything in life, what can you do about it? I see people on YouTube a lot and in my community a lot, they get wrapped up in something. Oh, you put plastic into your pathway soil bank. I saw it. And I've had several people over the years tell me that. I'm like, you know what? I can't control everybody, right? And if someone puts it in here, it's by mistake. It's not supposed to be there. And then when it degrades, well, buy it's corn syrup plastic. It's not even plastic. And then if it is plastic, you'll see it and then just remove it. There's nothing, you don't get wrapped up in stuff. It's crazy world. Hey, Ark Wildman. Oh, my God, I love that guy. I do not trust AI. Well, AI is not trusting you, so it's keeping an eye on you. Fraying counts. Fraying. I love lots of sand here, sandbags to build my greenhouse. Yep. Do what you can. That's right. Good to see you there, Arky. There's us, or if you want to learn about what's going on and looking after yourself in a very small climate, there you go. Hello, Arky. I have lots of sand. Yep. And sandbags have plastic too, but seems better. Plastic stickers on produce. That irks me. I have to sit there and peel it off. Then the this irks me. Like on every apple, on every tomato. It's like, are you fucking kidding me? But I found out what the gist of that is to identify and protect the like, okay, so if it's apples, well then only a certain stores will buy certain apples from a certain vegetable board or fruit and tree board. So when they go out in the community and they see, oh, look, they're selling the apple because it has the sticker on it, then it's BC apples. But then all of a sudden you see New Zealand ones. Well, okay, what's going on here? It's protectionism. So, but I still say keep the plastic off your freaking food, man. It's tough when you got so much being bombarded by this world and you don't have time to think about it. But trying to keep off like plastic sprayed on my fruit, even. I don't eat a lot of fruit anyway. I absolutely refuse to eat apples from the store from anyone. I go get mine from the farmer. I grow them myself. There's an old adage that says an apple a day keeps the doctor away. Well, I say eat 2 apples a day, one in the morning, one by midday. That's that's what I would do. But there's codes there also on those stickers that say if water from fracking was used for real. Yeah. That's I know I have a bunch of numbers on citrus that I don't buy citrus because they use really awful, not very good water at all. It's really bad water. but they put it on there, and the big box store buys the oranges, and I'm like, ooh, baby, I knew. So I did a little bit of research. I don't do a lot of research. I just listen to people, and I have a good concept of my environment. But in that case, I knew the numbers. And there they were. I was like, yes, I knew. I never liked those oranges that came from there. I never liked them. I never ate them, even though I didn't know, but I just didn't like it. I didn't like the smell of them, the rough skin, ugh. Plastic stickers. Yep. There, I just had a rant about that. I'm reusing and repurposing more. Yes. Yes. Reuse, repurpose before recycle. Put cob cement over it, whatever I can make waterproof. Interesting. Cob and cement. Those codes on veggies, don't use those codes anyway in the store at the front cash. They won't be helpful if they did. Huh. When are the chickens coming home in the spring? Well, I'm not getting chickens. Well, I am. I'm getting some meat birds and I'm getting some quail, but I'm not having chickens around because I can't keep. It's a lot of work to have egg layers. So the meat birds come through and eat everything on the forest floor here, and then I'm going to harvest them, and then I'm going to plant. I have a strategy. Now that's the strategy. Strategy can change. So yeah, I'm only going for the meat birds. Um, there's a lot of cholesterol in eggs, hey, but not that eggs are bad for you. It's just that your body produces cholesterol. So when you jack it up, I mean, yes, strategies change absolutely. And I've looked at it. It's $6 for a meat bird. I'm like, are you crazy? I can buy the bird already grown, for that price. And the lady at the tractor supply store, she goes, well, that's what we offer. And I'm like, well, I ain't taking your offer. She's like, looking like, holy jeez, no one ever said that before. I said, I'll still shop here, but I think you're way off the mark because they're more like about a two and a quarter. They're $2.25. That's what I said to her. So they're making $3 or even $4. They're making as high as $4. That's not in your favor. They should only be jacking it up 15%, between 7, 8, and 9, all the way to 15% on any product. And when you see the overcharge like that, there's a million people that have meat birds on this planet. You're not the only meat bird place in the world that sells meat birds. It's just BS. She could tell that I was right. I was staunch rejecting it at $6. It was actually more than $6. Wait, what? Now do what you can, Dave. Dave, what's going on? I do still find plastics when I sift my. Yeah, you're going to it. Just put it in the recycling or throw it in the garbage. There's nothing you can do about it. Or maybe it's one that'll take 10 years to break down. There are ones like that. I don't know all the names to it. Do what you can, Dave. $6. Yep, for a little. And you had to buy up to 50 of them. Do you know what kind of money that is? That's a lot of money. I mean, no. Yeah, eggs, I would be fine with quail eggs. They are quiet. Yeah, I'm looking at quail eggs. And I like quail anyway because they can leave and they wander through the neighborhood, through all the yards, and then come back. And there's flocks that come here regularly, like 30, 40, 50, as high as 50 one day came in here. They were California quail. It was awesome to see them all. I was just like, yeah. I went out and I threw seed everywhere right away. And they weren't afraid of me. They were just, they'd seen me before. But when I see them, I put down seed for them, just like chicken seed, bird seed. Plastic blows in around the neighborhood. Exactly. Sure does. It's in the air you breathe. Wild Edible says $15 to $35 for a whole chicken in the store. depending on sales. 6 for a chick is too much. Yeah, I figured 2.25 is even high. Yeah, sunlight makes it brittle. It would. The biggest hatchery in the USA just got hit with the flu. Yeah, yeah. So expect prices to go up even more. Yeah. A chicken be kept in a little cage, okay? Gives you one egg, or a chicken that's in a little cage that you let out run around in 60 days, boom, bang, he's on the Barbie. So now just think about that. If you want one chicken a week, you get 50 or 60 chickens. I mean, that's about all I eat. And I don't even eat that sometimes. So I'm just going for the meat birds. So what I am going to have to purchase them, and fairly soon too. And keeping alive 50 little chickens is not an easy task. It's a lot of work. I've done it before. It's not an easy task. You can't put them all in the same container. They'll kill each other. You'll find one every day dead. They all got the horde stomped them. The poor little guy. It's terrible to see. Yeah. So free range eggs here, you're getting them cheap there. They're 11 and 12 and $14 for eggs here. If you go to the big box store and buy them, they're about $10 a dozen, something like that. And then you can buy these fake ones that are, they're really cheap. The biggest hatchery in the USA just got hit. Yep. So, yep, you could have quail in an urban environment because they are quiet. Yes, absolutely, Mother Earth Garden Club. And not only that, they'll go from yard to yard, and people like them. And they'll go on a pattern, like a figure eight pattern, up high, down low, up high, down low, and they'll go on a circular pattern too. It's very interesting to see them. And a couple get picked off by like Cooper's hawk. Yeah, but Cooper's hawks or something like that, a raptor bird of some kind. Because sometimes if a bunch missing, you got to wonder if someone ate some. But when that flock that visited me went right down to like 20 and 25, I thought, well, that's about half over the winter. So could someone be harvesting with a slingshot or an air pistol, right? I don't know. Yes, quiet and in a pen, they are happy and easy to manage. Absolutely. The cricket powder factory outside London, Ontario is expanding. Oh, $8 a dozen brown free range organic eggs. I had to go to a bigger store to get them too. Huh? Yes. My quail like this long pen. It has separate rooms to get away from each other and 2 food dishes and 2 water bowls. No fighting. I still have the 10 I started with. Yeah. A lot of quail eggs, you can just hatch them, the ones you buy at the store. They'll hatch. Just put them under a little bit of a heat and bing, bada, boom. When you go in a local and get your quail eggs, you ask the little farmer, oh, do you have like male quails here too? And blah, blah, blah. And they're like, oh, yeah. Those eggs are going to pop. You just know it. You can hear it too, scratching away in there. Just put your stethoscope to it. Can't free range in town, and we get coyotes. Yeah, yeah. I love coyotes. They clean up all the vermin. And if they get your flock or herd or whatever it is, well, then that's because you weren't tending to them. The coyote is going to be opportunistic, and they're so needed. Like you look at some of those rail yards where the cattle all been, it's right full of rats and mice. They spread disease. So when you see a coyote cleaning up there, and ferrets will do it too. And then an owl is my favorite for cleaning up vermin. I'm at the bottom. Dave, good, Dave. More chicken food, not for me. What's Dave up to? The cricket powder factory outside London, Ontario is expanding. The cricket powder? I am more worried about my little dogs if coyotes show up. Then they'll grab a little dog. Again, you let your dog out. You weren't paying attention if the coyote got your dog. You just don't do that. I mean, bald eagle here will take a little dog. You obviously didn't have it on a leash and walking your dog in the park, and you just let the dog go. Well, I mean, here we have cougars, and they can get a hankering for doggy. Yeah, they'll go right. Cougar will go right for your dog. That's and believe it or not, a lot of hikers, not all, but some, let's say, they have a cougar bait. They have a dog that's out, a little ways from them, or trails behind them, or is around them. So the cougar grabs the little doggy instead of grabbing them or their family member, a younger person, right? So fenced in yard. Well, they'll jump a fence, a coyote. Well, I want to get button quail. Yes, again, they are so funny. The wild ones are beautiful. The male have blue on them. Yep. And more. Yeah. Yeah. Coyotes can be a problem. But I mean, you're smarter than a coyote. They're, Coyote's not a problem when it cleans up all the carrion dead animal on the side of the road to an animal that was old, because there's no wolf pack to take out the sick and injured. Cats too. Yeah. Yeah. Cats too. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. Some cats can be very big. They got those Manxes. They're a little wild. And then there's some cats that they don't hunt in packs like other in Africa cats. It's strange. I used to go and visit this colony of cats, and they lived along the rocks. They would go fishing and catch fish, herring. They would sit there and they'd catch herring. I was just a kid. I never thought much of it. I just thought it was the natural world. I meant cats and dogs. Yeah. And there was a cat colony. There was literally hundreds, if not thousands, of cats all through this breakwater. And people would go there when I was a kid, and they would give them scraps to and there was no such thing. There was like little baby kittens all the way to really old cats, and they would feast off whatever they could catch. A lot of the seabirds were there, so they would, as they come out of the shell, they were right there. They would clean them up, and that kind of thing, and they would actually catch fish like herring, and they would eat anything. And a lot of people bought scraps there, but a lot of people bought cat food too from the store to them. And the colony grew and grew and grew. And then one day they were all eliminated by the town pound. They come and just took them all. They trapped every single one. My cats stay inside. That's probably best. My little dog's a Yorkie Poo and Bichon are amazing mousers. Oh yeah, mine too are just they're mousers. Cats disappear here in spring. I don't like letting mine out, but the two barn cats like being outside, so I try to let them out together in the morning and stop them at night. Cats are great. They're great pets. People that have a pet live longer, statistically. Trying to outsmart a cat can be hard. When the dogs need to go out, the cat sneaks out. So then I let the other one out. My resident cat died a few years ago. I miss him. Yep. He was pretty cool. He was very smart. I thought he was dead, and he came back to life and went, "Ugh." I'm like, shit, he's still alive. And I was ready to put him in the bag, and take him out and give him a green burial underneath the apple tree, right? And he came to life. He scared the crap out of me, man. I jumped back. I'm like, this is a dying cat, Howie. What the hell? But he is missed. He was just always so loyal. As soon as you came home, he was right there. And he'd bring you things too, like grasshoppers, birds. One time he brought me a hummingbird. He knew that wasn't a good idea. He never did that anymore. I chased him down and took the bird from him and threw dirt at him, and he never went near my hummingbirds ever again. Now after that he just watched the hummingbird feeder, never touched them. He knew he didn't like that mud being thrown at him. Boy, he knew I was pissed. Go catch some juncos or starlings or something. It's pretty cool having security cameras. Mr. Jack, good morning. Yeah, so I just spotted someone on the property, but they're supposed to be here. What's happening? Just somebody that I didn't know who it was, but I seen them on the camera here and it's over here. And I'm like, well, who's that? But they're supposed to be here. They're doing work. So, but they were giving them, I gave them a long time to do the work. So, and they have that. Have you raised quail wild edibles? Cats disappear here. Yeah, well, there's a lot of hungry animals in the spring. That's when they're coming out lean times and past their hunger gap. Yeah. Oh, okay. Just got it. 4 new sprouts in the dirt. I auto my first. It's growing like crazy. Well done there, Mr. Jack. Good to see you, Jack. Wow. I love my coffee. The cats leave mice everywhere now. Holly likes them. She found a mouse nest when we were bringing in wood. She got them all. Wow. It's food for a cat. That's for sure. Tender little treats. Poor things. But it's nature, right? So, good girl. Yeah. That's the way it is. I encourage lizards to live here and snakes. I encourage them. I like that they live here. Yeah. Haven't seen them for a long time, but I used a lot of lime, hey? So that may have, put a few in lizard and lizard heaven. Not a fan of mice. I'm not either, but I don't want to bother the little guys. But my cat, no problem. And I have owls here that take care of mice. They love hunting here, the owls. Those screech owls are pretty darn noisy, though. Yes, Mother Earth, I have 10 right now. Nice. Well, folks, as CR is doing, enter a dot in the chat that you're present still. It was nice to see everybody, and it was great conversations, and passion for greenery. Welcome. I'm just on my way out. It's good evening over where you are in India, but here it is morning in the Pacific Northwest. Used to get mice to the cats. See you all around. Take care, Shawnee Grows. Wild Edibles, passion for greenery. Good to see you. And CR, see you later. Ending stream now. Much love, mad respect.